this next site also gets us into some of the contradictions or the complications of sites. It's the Meiji Shrine, and the Meiji Shrine is part of imperial ideology. It reflects government attempts to create a religious, sacred ideology focusing on the emperor. But this is the sports stadium in the outer garden at Meiji Shrine, and these people are not going there to participate in a religious ceremony. They're going there to see a sporting event.
Exactly. And it raises the question of how much of public sporting events is religious ritual. The Japanese caught on very quickly to the idea that one of the best ways to internationalize, to be present to others outside the country, was through the vehicle of sport, and the Olympics being the prime example of that. The construction of this Colosseum at the edge of Meiji Shrine was a lead-up to 1940. They were planning well in advance for things that could be in place when the time came. And it's a source of huge national pride to have your athletes compete in international events and win. We have Los Angeles Olympics and the Berlin Olympics and what was to have been the Tokyo Olympics. So this seems to be a domestic event. It does a couple of things. It gathers people not just from the metropolis of Tokyo, but from all over Japan. This is an extension of the Meiji Emperor's idea of the one Japan, and populations beginning to integrate, to travel to the big city to see the games.
Well, the date of that print is 1932, and
Right.
what it reminds me of is the fact that Japan was baseball crazy in the early 1930s,
Right.
and one of the biggest baseball heroes in Japan in the first half of the 1930s was Babe Ruth.
Absolutely.
And Babe Ruth visited Japan with the Yankees, an all-star team, and played in Japan, was mobbed. So you're saying that this was kind of building up to the 1940 Olympics, and it's also when they were welcoming Babe Ruth and seeing, we're opening up. 1932 is when Japan won its first gold medals in the
Right.
1932 Olympics in swimming. So it's a sense here of, look what we're becoming.
Right.